Morning, Assalamu alaikum. I am grade 3 English literature teacher. We are going to start the topic from page number 62, the great seal. But before that, let's do a brief recap of the chapter number 11, the impostor and the king. We have done it in the last class, but let's do a recap. What happened that Edward and Hendon both were on London Bridge, and Tom Canty was enjoying in the palace, and his measurement of the new clothes was taken. His hat measurement was taken. His new shoes were made. His new swords were made. All the people were coming to take his measurements because he was going to be crowned. Tom Canty was going to be crowned, so he was very happy. Then if you come to page number 60, over here that including Tom Canty, all the lords and ladies were also, their new clothes were made, and Tom was looking patiently that everything was being tried on him, but he wanted to play football. The night before the coronation, as Tom was asleep in the palace, Edward was also standing outside the Westminster Abbey, and he was waiting for somebody to go inside. And then he saw that a crowd of people were standing there, and they were watching some workmen who were getting the great church ready for the coronation. Now Edward was finding a chance to go inside the abbey, so he saw that those people arrived, and they some people, workmen, they were taking the seats, wooden seats, and workmen were carrying the seats into the great building. Now Edward also picked up a seat and carried it into the abbey, so that everyone can think that he is also one of the workmen. Now as the sun rose and it was morning, lords and ladies began to arrive at Westminster Abbey, and they were wearing jewelry, and they were wearing beautiful clothes, and everyone was watching them. And outside the crowd, everyone was watching and waiting for the young king to arrive. Now everyone was watching the people. First the team of soldiers came with their sharp swords. Then the group of pretty girls came. They were dancing, and they were carrying a basket full of flowers, and they also wore flowers in their hair. Then they were throwing flowers to the crowd. After that, a voice called out that the king is coming, and everyone saw that a boy was appearing on a beautiful horse. He was wearing very precious clothes, and he was riding a white horse, and he was also wearing white clothes, white and gold clothes. They were covered with fine jewelry, and he also was wearing a gold chain around his neck, and he was also wearing a small gold crown on his head. Now come to page number 61. Now crowd cheered as the Tom Canty entered, because everyone thought that it's the king. So everyone shouted, "Long live the king!" And the boy also was happy. Tom Canty also waved to them, and Tom Canty was very happy as he was enjoying himself. And he was thinking that, "I wish my friends in Fish Street could see me." This can also come as a reference to the context. Who is saying this? Tom Canty is thinking and saying to himself. And why is he saying that? When everyone was giving him so much honor, and the girls were throwing flowers at him, and he was becoming a king, at that time he said these lines to himself. Then suddenly he recognized that his mother has also come in the crowd, and his mother cried that, "My little Tom." But he did not want to recognize his mother, so he told the guards to take the mad woman away from there. But after sending his mother away, then tears came in his eyes, and he was feeling ashamed of himself. Now, at last, Tom Canty arrived at the abbey, and he was walking on a red and gold carpet. He was very happy, and then he came to a great church where he knelt down, and the crown was lifted above his head, and he was going to be crowned. But as the crown was going to be put on his head, a voice shouted, and that was the voice of Edward. Edward shouted that you must not crown that boy. He is an impostor. I am the king. This can also come as a reference to the context when Edward said these lines to the crowd, and the circumstances are when Tom Canty was going to be crowned by the church people. He told these lines to the crowds as to recognize that the prince is an impostor. And the lords and ladies also started looking that who is shouting and telling that do not crown the boy and he is an impostor. And before anyone could move, Tom Canty called out that Edward is speaking the truth because he is the king. Now Lord Hertford was very much worried, so he put his hand on Tom's shoulder and he said to Tom, "My lord, you are not well. Soldiers, seize that boy." He's telling Lord Hertford is telling these lines to Tom Canty, and circumstances is that when Tom Canty told that Edward is telling the truth that he is the king, at that time Lord Hertford was buried, and he told these lines to Tom Canty. Now turn your page number 62. But Tom is shouting and he is telling the truth that Edward is telling the truth, he is the real king, and Tom Canty has become a king by mistake. It's a big mistake. And then he told Edward that he can take his clothes and his crowns and he can rule India. Now everyone, the whole crowd was worried that what is happening. Lord and ladies were also very much worried that what is happening, in which boy is the correct king, because the two boys were looking similar. They resemble each other, they're exactly the same. Now from here we are starting the reading. So now Lord Hertford said that this is not the correct way when anyone comes and says that Edward is the real king. So now Lord Hertford wanted to recognize the real king. So he said that where is the great seal, and for that he knew that King Edward only know that where the real seal is. Now Tom Canty is saying, Edward is saying that, "My lord, I keep it in my room in a small secret cupboard behind the bed. You must put your hand down behind the head of the bed, then you will feel the door of the cupboard. Push it and it will fly open. Send Lord St. John to open the cupboard and fetch the great seal." Now who is saying this? Lord Hertford is saying to St. John to open the feet and find out about the great seal. Now Lord St. John went to find the seal, and at the same time all the lords and ladies, they were finding that which one is the real king and which one is the impostor. Now when St. John came back, and he said to Tom Canty that he found the cupboard but the great seal is not inside it. Now after hearing this, Lord Hertford was very much angry, and then he told servants to take Edward with him and give him a whipping and beat him. Whipping means beat him. But Tom Canty turned to Lord St. John and said, "Did you look carefully? Sure, nobody can lose a big heavy gold seal." But at that time, now Tom Canty is saying that what is the great seal? He didn't know that what is the great seal. So he asked Sir John sent John, that is the great seal a big heavy gold thing with writing on it? And then Tom Canty said, I saw the true prince put it away before he left. Now Tom Canty is trying to control the situation so that nobody come to know that it is done, it is hidden by Tom Canty. So he tried to say that the true prince, it means the Edward has left it before he has put it over there before he left. The true prince, Tom pointed to the Edward and said that this is the true king of England. Now he spoke to Edward, don't you remember you put the great seal before you went to punish that soldier? And Edward also understood how is he trying to control the matter, and he said, I remember I was in hurry, so I didn't put the great seal in its proper place in my secret room. I dropped it into a silver place and I went down. Now after that Lord St. John went to look for it, and this time he came back with the great seal. Now the next thing is the next chapter. Come to the next chapter on page 63, the great nutcracker. Now soldiers cried, Lord Hertford, seize the impostor and throw him into prison at once. Now everyone is pointing angrily at Tom. Now Lord Hertford is giving the order to the soldiers that now take the impostor and throw him into prison at once, because he has tried to just betray everyone. So he was becoming now very angry at Tom. But Edward said, no, he is my friend. And how did you remember where the great seal was? Now Edward is asking to Tom that how did you remember where the great seal was? So Tom said, I used it several times, my lord. Now turn your page number 64. But my ministers were searching for it. They've just told me, and they asked you several times, but why didn't you tell them where it was? So now Tom is giving answer that I didn't know what they were looking for, my lord. But you say that you used it. What did you use it for? Now Edward is asking the question to Tom Canty that why is he using this great seal for? And now Tom is giving the answer, for cracking nuts, because he used to crack the nuts with the help of the great seal. So Tom told Edward that he is using the great seal for cracking the nuts. Now the people nearest to him heard, and now everyone was laughing, because the great seal which was for the great king to put the seal, and then the king used to sign on it, this is used for just cracking the nuts. So everyone was laughing, but then everyone was silent, and the true king Edward was crowned, and then everyone was dancing in the streets of London. So this is all, and you go through it, and next you go through page 62, 63 and 64, and you have to make sentences of 5 words which I have shared in the WhatsApp group, and that is number 1, dream, number 2, stranger, number 3, remember, number 4, silent, number 5, forgot. I am repeating again. Make sentences of dream, stranger, remember, silent, forgot. So this is your homework till the next class. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.